At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Good morning, podcast world. It's 5/21/20. That's May 21st, 2020, and it's 7:58 a.m. And I just wanted to say good morning. I'm finna start doing a series about morning inspiration, about getting your day started. And you never know. Just today is the day for you to change, to make a change, to make something happen. You never know what the day is going to hold, but I want you to understand that get excited. The first thing about it today that you should worry about, or that you should really consider, is that you woke up this morning, that you're not on the other side right now. You're still here. You're still here. That means you have a purpose. That means that something about you is special. That means that you still have a chance to change. And if you're looking to change, then hey, today I want you to do something different. I want you to do something like read a book or read a quote or, do something positive. I want you to help put positive energy out into the universe. I want every step that you take today, I want you to take it, and I want it to be a bold stance. I want you to understand who you are and take your place. Like Mufasa said to Simba, take your place in the circle of life. And sitting around doing nothing when you could be doing something, do a push-up today. Do 10 push-ups today and keep doing it every day like that. And just letting it's the compound effect. If you keep doing something over and over again and it's positive, it will pay off. That putting positive energy out into the universe is a good feeling. And that itself is its own reward, Like, understand, if you build up with enough positive energy, you can change the world. You never know. Like, if I set a glass cup in front of you and poured water into it and poured it halfway, what is it to you? Is it halfway empty or is it halfway full? That right there in itself is the thought process of, what you think is what you are, or whatever your perception is what it is. And I want you to perceive the day. Today is sunny. Today is rainy. It doesn't really matter, because today is still a good day. Like, you need that. You need the rain. You need the sun. You need all of that. It doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. If it's snowing, it's part of God's plan. And with that being the case, whatever you believe in, a higher power, you've got to believe in something. Because you know what they say, if you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. And no one wants to fall. We're trying to build. We're trying to build, and we're trying to climb that ladder, those stairways to success. We want to be able to be like, we made something happen today. If it's just one thing, if it's helping an old lady cross the street, that is an achievement for the day. Because you never know what that meant to that lady. You never know what you mean to someone. You need to know that positive energy that you have, or that positive energy that you're putting out there, it comes back 10,000 times stronger when you're having a bad day. And you have to chip away at some of the good days, and you have to think about what's coming along and how you're feeling, and you try to keep your feelings up, so that way someone can't bring you down. You don't have to bark at someone today. You can just love someone today. If you say thank you Thank you. It's all it really takes today. And if you do that, you'll understand that it's always a way to better yourself. And that's what you're looking to do on a daily basis. I just want you to understand that it's not hard to be inspired for the better. And even if you are on crisis mode right now, and even if you are a couch potato sitting around watching Netflix and things are not prosperous as you feel they are, you're still here. There's still a chance. I understand that in the story of the Christmas Carol, where Scrooge was visited by the three ghosts, he had time and overnight chance to change for the better, and avoided those chains and shackles that were promised him. And you too can change. Like, at the end of the day, you only have enough time to have enough time for as much time as what you feel that you have. You understand? No, you probably don't. Let me say it again. You only have enough time to have enough time to feel like you have enough time to do whatever you can. You can do whatever you want. You still have time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen to me. Time is relative. Time is a construct. Time is like the most precious and most valuable thing that you have. And I want you to use your time wisely. I want you to understand that while you're here on God's green earth, that you can definitely make a change. Last night, I listened to the lady, and she was speaking. I came across the thing on Facebook where it was a video where it was a lady. She's like 69 years old, and she was talking about new racism. And she was like, she didn't want to be racist. She never wanted to be racist. She was like, racism for her was something that was taught. And she grew up that way. But she was like, racism is like, it isn't like a cavity that you can go to the dentist and just get it filled or removed. She was like, it's something that you got to work at every day to resolve, to fix. She was like, racism is like gingivitis. She was like, it's like halitosis, you know? She was like, you got to keep working at it in order for you to fix it, because otherwise it's going to come back on you if you don't. She was like, you got to brush and floss your teeth every day when it comes to racism. And because if you don't, it's going to pop back up. It's going to flare back up. So it's something that you have to work at every day. And it was a strong message, because here this is, this 69-year-old white lady openly admitting her issue with racism, and that how she's trying to overcome the what she's been taught as far as the racial agenda. And it was a beautiful thing. This lady didn't have to do that, you know. She didn't have to stand up in front of thousands of black people and talk about how she knew that she was racist, and that she's, you know, experienced being on the other side of racism, you know. She knows that what she was taught, she knows that it's wrong. And she's basically repenting from the wrong that she's been taught. She can't help it, is basically what she said. And she was like, it's people out there, you just, you know, that's what you've taught, that's what you know. So I'm sorry, you know, apologize for being racist, for any of for her faults that was placed on her as a child growing up, festering with that racial issue. And 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 okay, they speak on the 12-step process, and the first process to overcome is admitting that you have a problem. Admitting, and then the next part of it is like you admit you have a problem, then you have a desire to change. And if everyone comes into the world and desires to change, if you have a desire to change, then if you work at it, like she was saying, she was like, you got to work at it every day, every day. And if that's the case, if you're gonna, if that's what, like, I understand where she was coming from. Like, whatever your issue is, you write it down and you work at it every day. If your issue is to get a better job, if your issue is to start your own business, your issue is to get your hair done for the day, get your nails done. If your issue is where your next meal is coming from, if your issue is you don't know if you're going to be in your right mind and you don't want to be on medication and you're dealing with some sort of whatever demon, spiritual, sexual, if you can't stop stealing, if whatever you're dealing with is a negative energy, fight that negative energy with some positive energy. Wake up every day thankful you're blessed, thankful that you're here and that you have a chance to change. Because everyone didn't wake up on this side. Some people woke up on the other side. Some people didn't wake up at all. Some people, you don't know where they are. Some people were taken in their sleep. Some people were visited by someone that they didn't want to be visited by. And I say that as a physical, and I say that as a metaphysical phrase too. Like, you never know. Like, you may have had a dream last night, and I'm not talking about the Martin Luther King one. I'm talking about you couldn't sleep. You had insomnia. Your mind was restless. You were worried. And I just want to say, don't worry, be happy. It's only the bare necessities. Some of the stuff you worry about don't even come to pass. Fear is not real. Fear is not real. I think Will Smith says it best. Fear is not real. And there's the movie with him and his son, and they end up back on Earth. I can't think of the name of the movie off the top of my head, but in the movie there was this alien culture that came to Earth and basically took over Earth and led the human race to flee Earth, and they ended up back on Earth somehow. And because Earth is basically everything on Earth was designed to kill humans at this point, and everything's dangerous. But the alien, whatever species or whatever, was still there, and they thrived on your fear. And it gets to the point where in the movie, Will Smith, he's supposed to be like the first person that basically got rid of his fear. He just stopped being afraid. They called it ghosting. And once he stopped being afraid and took control of his fears, he was able to just walk around the aliens, walk through amongst the aliens and fight the aliens and kill the aliens. He was like the highest ranking soldier or whatever, commander or whatever. He was that guy, in the movie. And that right there was probably the movie itself. I don't think it made all that big of a hit at the box office, but the message of fear not being real, and that you can just let go of your fear and ghost your fear and fight your enemy. That was a powerful message. Whoever put that in there or wrote that or talked about that in the way they did, it was a game changer. Because if there's one thing that I know about it, I can say this: fear is not real. They can wake up every morning and don't be afraid. Don't worry. That is weapons of the enemy. Because God is not giving you the spirit of fear. So anything that you're worried about and afraid of and all that, like, don't be. Work works. Faith and work together is a powerful combination. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And I just want you to just know that you still have time, and I'm going to leave you with a chance to check out what's going on in my description and click on the links. Maybe you'll find your game changer in the description below, and you'll be able to see, stay tuned in. I like putting a message out there into the world. I like talking, and I like, hopefully, this morning inspiration series, hopefully it will help you. Hopefully someone will tune in and be like, oh my God, this guy right here has got it going on. And I'm appreciative to everyone and everybody who actually listens to my podcast. I mean, it's not a lot of people out there right now, but again, my goal, my dream is that between my podcast and my YouTube channel, that it will grow to the point where, you never know what's going to happen. It's just, you've got to start something. You've got to start somewhere. And today is that day for you to start, to make that change, to grow and better yourself. If you do something to better yourself and you start today and you turn around and you do it again tomorrow, oh my God, you will love yourself for the change. Even if it's learning a word a day and trying to use that vocabulary, that will change your life. So I appreciate you for listening, and go make a difference.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.